Welcome back to the Sun and Moon Tarot. Today we will find what is good and what is hidden. I hope you're well and staying blessed, enjoying life wherever you are. This is a Libra season love read for my air signs. So if you do have Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius in your Venus placement, this read is for you. Welcome to my channel. Please like, share, subscribe. It does help my channel to grow. If you'd like to book with me or speak with me privately, my email is in the description box below. If you'd like to just speak with me in public, of course you can comment. And yeah, we're going to go ahead and get into your read today for Libra season. So it will be 2 rows. First row representing your recent, past, current energy. The second row representing your future air signs. Bottom of the deck will hold the overall energy for your read. We'll grab a clarifier or 2 for the end of the reading as well. Okay, air signs, let's go ahead and get into your read today. Knight of Swords, 7 of Pentacles, 5 of Cups. Impulsiveness, defending one's thoughts and actions, being diligent with work, and really reaping those pentacles, really focused on how to grow things. Maybe to the point of trying to like prove something, and it's over some sort of loss. Some grief, some disappointment. That's what I'm getting here, is that you in the recent past, or you're currently going through this, where you might be being impulsive or defending your beliefs. It's not suffering for your work. It has to do with your love life, it would seem. Like maybe you and your loved one got into kind of like that sounds silly but very specific, but like an argument about your beliefs or their beliefs or the world in some way, manner, shape, or form, or the universe, right? And you're being like really like just defensive, and it's like incredibly disappointing to you. That's what I'm getting. So then, oh, you have the 7 of Wands for your future, 77 appearing, 2 of Pentacles, 2 of Swords. Okay, you do have the Page of Swords at the bottom of the deck, air signs. A lot of air for your read. You have 77 appearing not consecutively. You have 22 appearing consecutively as a number for numerology. So to be clear, 77 could be in reference to you or your loved one being a writer. It could mean that writing has significance in your life. It could mean that you have something to do with writing your own destiny right now, or current, like in the current and the future. You're really making some sort of plans that have to do with your destiny. The 22 here appearing has to do potentially with major decisions in your life. That's what I'm getting. And this is your love relationship life read, your Venus read. So this does have to do with your love life. You're making some sort of decisions based on something to do with your love relationship, or in your love life in general, about how you're going to pursue relationships in the future or something like that. So Page of Swords being the overall energy for this read, air signs. The page represents curiosity, restlessness, and mental energy. You are being driven really in your current and your future by this whatever you're experiencing in your love life. So the Knight of Swords being action, impulsiveness, defending beliefs. The 7 of Pentacles being that energy of hard work, perseverance, and diligence. And the 5 of Cups being loss, grief, disappointment, mourning. So you either recently experienced this or you're going through it right now, where again, you are mentally like just overtaken by either an argument or something to do with your belief system, or you're impulsively defending yourself and you feel like you're being logical about it in your recent past because you know you're diligent, you know you persevere, you know you put your hard work in, and you're going through this loss that's just making you kind of impulsive. So I feel like those are the two major threads, right? Okay, air signs. So for your future in your love relationships, right? Still that mental energy, that curiosity, that being kind of dwelling continuously on this thought of whatever misstep or whatever you're defending or whatever you're being impulsive because of, right? You're mentally kind of charged by this, and it's really taking over your mental thinking, how you're thinking about everything in your life. So for your future, how does this play out? It continues whatever this relationship, however this plays out for you guys. So like if you're interested in like persevering and adapting, you're gonna have to make a blind decision because of it, and you know this in your future, and you know this, and you're like obsessed with it in terms of mental energy. It's like really driving you crazy. The Seven of Wands is the energy of perseverance, mounting and defense, and maintaining control. The Two of Pentacles is balancing decisions, priorities, and adaptations. The Two of Swords is difficult decisions, indecision, and stalemate. So again, in your future, this mental energy appearing, and regardless of if it's like a relationship where you're defending your beliefs or if you're being impulsive due to some loss, either way, it's really like you are going to persevere and you're very about it, however this plays out in your love life. If it's like, I keep getting that, like that somebody does, like you guys got into like a disagreement about how you believe the universe works, and why you do what you do because of it, right? And that's why it's such a big like disappointment to you, because you're talking about like your core beliefs with this person, and they're kind of like, if they're laughing at you or just simply just not in agreement, it can be a major crushing incident, because it's kind of like, well, you are a major support system in my life, and you're not, like, you don't support the way that I see the world at all, and to the point that you're like laughing or judging me, and that's a lot to deal with. I'm sorry if you're going through that, air signs. In your future, the way that plays out is you're persevering, so you're proving how you do what you do, and you're obsessed with this mental energy. You're even potentially debating on leaving the relationship over this because it's your core belief, and you really are that serious, and you're trying to decide whether or not you want this to work out or not, or if you want this to kind of play out in a manner that, like, in some way, shape, or form, you're trying to decide if you need a new, you know? So, yeah, and for the people that are doing, like, just generally being kind of impulsive over some sort of love loss in their past, so you are, how that plays out for you is your mental energy is recognizing that you're being impulsive, and you're still trying to learn from the disappointment, like why you had to go through whatever you went through. You're persevering through those, though, and you're adapting. You might have to make some blinded decisions still, regardless, that have to do with like how you adapt from this loss, and you might feel like you're at a stalemate because of it, because you don't have a lot of control. But it's still going to work out for you. You're going to meet your like soul, like familial, like your soulmate, like your soul family. They're here, and like it's going to work out, or you will in the future. Yeah, so those are the two threads for your future. You have for your excuse my blurting, air signs, love you dearly. It's the Knight of Pentacles and the Eight of Swords for your clarifying cards. So for that Knight of Pentacles, interesting that you do have two knights, air and earth. The Knight of Pentacles is efficiency, hard work, responsibility. The Eight of Swords is entrapment. Sometimes it's victimization. It's usually self-victimization if it is that, and it can also be imprisonment. So let's talk about that. You don't want to be there. The obvious advice here is that you do not want to be obsessed with efficiency to the point that it puts you in a place that you are imprisoned by it, right? Like feeling imprisoned by your job and feeling imprisoned by the responsibilities that you have taken on. Some people might be adapting because of that. So for both groups, if you feel like your relationship is in some way lacking because of an argument based on core beliefs, you might feel like, you know, you being efficient is a bit of a responsibility for this like for you, but you don't mind it. But like for them, they don't trust that, and it really bothers you, and it's put you in like a place of like grief, and you're trapped by that. You're very confused and kind of like just continuously working through how to either be with this person or not, and to decide if it's worth, you know, not feeling supported about your core values. And you feel victimized by it, and you know that you've put yourself, like, you also, this clarifying card with this future, like, you are making a blind decision because you're just like, I love this person and I know that I did this, like, I knew they wouldn't be supportive about this. Like, you knew from the get-go in some way, shape, or form that they wouldn't be supportive about whatever your core beliefs are. And maybe it's been something that you guys have avoided talking about because of that. And in the recent past or current energy, you did talk about it. And, like, it's bringing in this almost efficiency for you, but it's also, like, there's some sort of negativity marked by this. Like, you just feel victimized by talking about it, and maybe you practice something that makes you a minority in terms of spirituality or religion, and that's why you feel this way, because like you already feel judged by a lot of people, so you really needed this person in your romantic life to like charge you with like supportive, positive energy, and they're not doing that. And so you're like, is this even efficient for me? For the people that it's more like impulsive choices based on a past loss, you're recognizing how you're putting yourself in this place of victimization based on like you're like, if you're overworking or whatever to pay for indulgences or to pay for you could be overworking in general just to avoid dealing with this emotional blockage or this emotional loss that you dealt with. So either way, it's putting you in a place of like self-victimization, and in your future you really need to focus on, like, you are going to persevere, you are going to manifest like wealth in your career life, but also in your love life. Your soul family is here, so they're either here or they're about to be, and you don't want to be in this place. Like, it's a warning really of like, you need to adapt and not be in a place where you're constantly being like impulsive, because that person won't find this as attractive. You see what I'm saying, air signs? Okay, I love you all so much. I hope that this content made sense. Get help if you need it. I'm not a professional. Thank you so much, and I'll see you in the next one.